Good. Now, congratulations, we're done with our discovery and our research phase where we were able to map out some issues related to some personas, evaluate things through the eyes of our personas, and do a competitive analysis to find ways to help our target audience. So now this is where we will sketch ideas, and like I said, this is not really a Figma course or sketching course. I'll just show you how you can come up with your ideas and how the main goal is getting your case study. So I pretty much have done a lot of things. But first off, let's understand how sketching works for designers and products as a whole. So sketches are a great way to generate ideas and share them early. It allows you to test designs without committing lots of time to detailed wireframes and graphic designs. So even though a lot of companies do not encourage sketching as much, they like to see the high fidelity. You do not want to wait time unless it's something that that it's a quick fix. But when you have to like brainstorm ideas, it's better you sketch it. And anyone can sketch. Stakeholder, anyone can come up with the idea. It's just everyone has to sit down and review those sketches. They are excellent starting point for any design work. When you want to start, you could actually, it's very fast, get it to clients, get to stakeholders, and you'll be good. So how do you generate ideas quickly? You aim to broaden your design options available to you. So you just think through what are the best ways to solve this problem. You narrow it down. You remove the ideas that are too expansive and too, there are some processes you find that they are just too much integration, technicality. You go for the easy thing. The best thing is you try and solve the problem as fast and humanly possible in such a way that when your personas look at it, they too will easily solve that problem that same way. So you need to push yourself, come up with a lot of the ideas and narrow it down. So now let's look at the sketches we have for our system. I pretty much just did exactly what they do because someone using the First Bank app would not want to break his idea or layout or thereabouts. He would want to so we'll follow the same pattern, welcome message, the history on top, the cards, the action buttons, and the ads. The only thing we'll put is like some transaction statistics that will just tweak it a bit. So I'm just coming up with quick ideas, and this was where I felt okay, we should have a drop down whereby we could select the account. So it displays the account where the transaction history, and I want this to be continuous scrolling because they said they only see the last 20 transactions. I believe using our competitive analysis, we see that you can scroll and scroll. Is when you want to download, you can actually section the ones you download. And this is one I did for our download template. If you were to hit any of these transactions, now you work on this. So obviously my idea was to have a share whereby you can just share the picture directly, or you could download it to your thing, or you return home if you want to, or go back or whatever. You can put one extra options. And here is our statement where we can also see the statement we're generating for and the start date, the end date. This is where I put the checkbox where we could actually have where if we want it emailed, and there's a button to apply. So basically this is just a sketch. A couple of real details are missing, but when you have your sketch, you could just explain it. So the idea is, you get this one, you get many, everyone could come up with their ideas, but since it's just me, I guess we can just go with this. Now this is a design we worked around improving the UI, and I did it such a way that you could integrate it with the dark mode, and it's just something to tell your potential employer. And there's a new feature we just added here where people can just copy the account number if they need to. That's not available, and you have something to just see the inflow and outflow. So I said something about statistics. So this is how they do it. They represent your last months, I think either last month or last 2 months, and this is how it is. So I just felt it's the reason why they minimize it, because this entire thing can take a whole space and the outflow can take a whole space. So the inflow takes one row, also it pushes all the content down. But I was like, okay, let's have the inflow and outflow share one rule. I mean, even if they do up to a million or hundreds of millions, it should still fit into the whole space. Now, what we did is we went for simple icons. We maintained the stroke, but went for simple icons and consistent icons that easily depict whatever they want. Then remember when I said something about a messaging, a help sign that behaves differently on the navigation bar? We took that out and put um, a floating button whereby if they need anything, they can just tap and it redirects to there. So it hanging out can create curiosity among our users and say, okay, let's do this. And we have our history here with the simple stroke icon and all. Now let's look at the solution we mapped out for ourselves when we look at, so this is where we have the account selector with option to switch account. So you have the main account number displayed here and you could just switch accounts. Then you have your monthly inflow and outflow, which is something we took from our competitor. It will be nice for most of our personas who are, who are traders, who are doing businesses or who do a lot of payments to see their monthly inflow and outflow, so they know how bills are going. Define description of transaction whereby you can see, oh, this is transferred to this person and all that. So you could see that, oh, it failed, this one was successful, the date and time. It's not as if they don't give you the description, it's just that it's not comprehensive enough. And what we did was, instead of using the download button here, we kind of used the generate state button as a fixed button while scrolling. And what we wanted was continuous scrolling. So you're instantly scrolling, and when you want to hit, maybe you want for a specific period, you can just click generate statements. Now, one thing we've looked out for, and I feel is very good, is the flexible timeline. So we had to bring those custom 2 months or 1 month back. And like I said, there was no description. The form style, I know this is a stats. I know you just put like the dates, but I mean, let me know this is a start date, the end date, and this is the email that I need to set in case I want it I want the user to send, I want the app to email the statement to me. But if I just click generate statements, I mean, the other one just showed a result. So let it give a title, visibility of system status. It's statement for this account from this to this. So the user is aware of what he's generating, and you can still be giving him the monthly details within that timeline of that statement to be like, okay, in this month I spent this, I can spend. So what we want is to make sure that the user gets everything. Now, if you look at this, our dark mode is just something we implement with our new design. So this is one way you can propose a design. It's like, okay, we can have a very nice dark mode, and people love dark mode. I don't know how much people love dark mode, but I love dark mode, and I just felt, okay, let's throw that. And like I said, the goal is to let our potential employers see the visual quality we can bring to an app. So when you show the past and you show the present, we've simplified all these things, inclusive design for users that prefer dark mode. They now know that, okay, this is not just anyhow designer, this is an inclusive designer, those kind of nice things. And you see this navigation bar is very consistent, very simple, all of them coming from the same icon set, which makes it very consistent and easy to use. So it's just a very beautiful thing. So right now we have our High-Fidelity Designs, and we want to test these designs whether they work. But first off, let's talk about usability tests and survey before we go into validations. So if you have any questions, do let me know in the comment section. Please like, share, and subscribe. I'll see you in the next episode.